What's good, YouTube? Evo's over. I just saw the latest trailer for the reveals for a new Tekken character, Bob. Well, not necessarily new, but newest characters to be added to Tekken 7 FR. We got Bob and Master Raven. Just want to get this out of the way. Don't really care too much for Bob. I kind of knew he'd come back because he had a high character usage in T6 and Tech 2. He was easy to play. He was easy to pick up. Very good, solid character. Really good, really strong character. And then I pretty much knew Raven would come back in one shape or form because one, we didn't have a black character in Tekken 7 yet. Two, he actually does have a lot of he does have a lot to do with his story. Like, he is responsible for trying to bring down Heihachi, and he hasn't really done that yet. So somebody has to come and clean up the job. So not really surprised after seeing Master Raven. As for the character design, I like the character design, but let's be honest, the character is gonna be ass. Watching the whole video, like, I saw her do no new moves that Raven didn't already possess. Like, every move she did in the character reveal was moves Raven already had, and Raven isn't that good of a character. On paper, he's pretty ass. He has like he's like very high risk, high reward, I guess, but not that big a reward compared to other characters. Whatever, moving on. So, like, peeped Evo for a Street Fighter 5 and obviously Tekken. Tekken, you know, same old, land of the free, America never wins. Congrats to Saint for winning it. You know, works hard and all that. Nah, Street Fighter 5 was actually more hype for me to watch than Tekken. You know, just because probably L.I. Joe. Like, I know a lot of people will say, oh man, Street Fighter 5, it just had like 4 Nashes in top 8. And yeah, you can expect that because Nash is a pretty strong character. I don't think he's the best character. Best character to me is probably Chun-Li. There's Chun-Li's in top 8 as well. But it's just that I think people don't understand in like fighting games and why certain characters win these certain tournaments has a lot to do with the use of the character and how good they are. If you got a good character and they're good to use, they're gonna be winning tournaments. It's simple. It's simple. Like, Nash can really control the pace of a match. He has good projectile zoning, good buttons, good damage, easy hit confirms into super. I mean, he has everything he needs. A good V reversal to get out of the corner, good V skill. He has everything he needs. Easy to use. Like, let's be real, like, this character has what it takes to win Evo. Same with Chun-Li, but Chun-Li, you gotta work harder. You don't really control the pace of the match too much. Sure, you got the instant legs, but Nash is just so easy mode. Just really easy mode. So, like, I wanted to, like, bring up the topic of a certain thing about fighting games. Like, a lot of people are saying, oh man, my character's not in Tekken 7. I don't got my boy Eddie. Julia's not in the game. Anna's not in the game. Lee's not in the game. Lay's not in the game. I haven't seen my bears yet. Stuff like that. But one thing I like want to talk about is, like, is it worth bringing back a character that nobody plays? And, like, hear me out on this. Like, back in like vanilla Street Fighter 4, like, a lot of people wanted to see more characters for Super, right? So then Super Street Fighter 4 came out, and then they added Makoto, Ibuki, they added Ibuki, Makoto. Oh my god, why can't I think of any more characters? What the fuck is wrong with me? Either way, like, well, they added the twins, they didn't add the twins until AE, but point is, they added a bunch of more characters. They added Cody, Guy, all that type of stuff. And when they added these characters that they've been begging for and they wanted these new characters, they wanted these characters added in, because we haven't seen Makoto and Ibuki since Street Fighter 3rd Strike, you know what I mean? We haven't seen these characters for a long time. We haven't seen Cody for a while. We haven't seen Guy for a while. And then when they add these characters in, nobody's playing Makoto. Makoto has like the lowest character usage in Street Fighter. But you want to know who had the highest? Shotos. Why? They're easy to use. Everybody's familiar with them. They're not bad on paper. They were built off the engine of Street Fighter. Like, everybody else that's built is pretty much built some way around that, like, pays an homage to like footsies and buttons and wake up reversal options. And Shoto's pretty much got it all. They're not lacking in any department. they got a reversal, so you can't pressure them on wake up all the time. You gotta respect their wake up like every once in a while. They got decent damage, easy hit confirmed, good anti-airs, good buttons. They got what they need. They're not really lacking too much in a certain area besides Ryu being super basic. You know, they got their cross-up tatsus and all that. But then you got characters like Makoto and Gen, require more execution, and it's not really worth it because Gen requires more execution but doesn't hit as hard as Ryu. He doesn't have good reversal options like Ryu. He has like no good like invincible wake up besides like ultras on wake up, but like let's be real, that's not that great. It's not great. And then you got these characters that people want back, but nobody plays because these characters are too hard, not as good. People don't like losing straight out in a fighting game, so it's like, is it worth bringing back a character that no one's gonna play and the character's bad? Like, you can argue that, hey, Nina's in the game and she has a low character usage, but she's popular. She's popular, like, story-wise. Like, people like this character, but they just can't, like, people want to play her, but they can't play her, type of thing. And she's good. It's not like it's not worth it to pick her up. But then you got characters that nobody really likes, or not characters that aren't that popular, and they suck compared to most of the other characters. Like, Gen off of Street Fighter, even though he did win an EVO, but that's besides the point. The character's not as good as other characters, and it takes more work, so is it really worth to bring back a character that sucks, that's unpopular, you know, doesn't have that big of a character usage? Like, is it really worth bringing the character back? Like, to me, like, that's a waste of money in Model Engine. Like, of course Bob was gonna make it back. He was popular, he had a high character usage, and he was good on top of it. I even heard someone say, I want Dr. Boskanovich back. Like, no, why? He sucks, he's bad. He has a low character usage, like nobody plays him, like there's no point in him coming back. Like, absolutely no point. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Like, is it really worth bringing back a character if the character sucks, has a low character usage, no one's playing them? Because I'm be honest, the characters that are more likely to come back in Tekken 7 FR are the characters that are popular and have a high character usage. Like, let's be real. You're never gonna see a Tekken game without Law and Paul. They don't contribute anything to the story as far as like the main plot, but they're popular, they're easy to use, they have the highest character usage, so you're going to see them in every Tekken installment. That's just how it's gonna be. Unless you're either the main character or you're played a lot, chances are you're not coming back to Tekken 7. That's just how it is. So yeah, I rambled on enough, so just enjoy the rest of this match, and I'm out.
You win! Get ready for